All right, if that didn't give you the need for speed, our next story is about an athlete who races at a speed of 130 kilometers per hour.
Canada won a gold, silver, and a bronze medal in bobsled at the last Olympics. They placed just behind powerhouse Germany.
Yeah, it's a sport that requires strength, skill, and stamina. It's what Olympic champion Kaillie Humphries knows all about, and this year she'll be looking to defend her title in Sochi.
She was recently in Montreal to receive her Olympic gear, and Coleman filed this report.
Olympic and world champion Kaillie Humphries.
I'm used to speed. Speed is something that that gets my blood going, definitely. So for me, it's exhilarating. It's a lot of fun. It's not something that everybody can do. It's not a princessy sport.
Kaillie Humphries is more rebel than royalty. The Calgary native was part of Canada's first ever gold in the 2 women's bobsleigh at the Vancouver Olympic Games. In a sport that requires athletes to be part sprinter, part weightlifter, and part race car driver, Humphries is at home.
I've always been bigger. I've got really big legs and a big butt compared to most girls. So for me, it was like, how is this good? And bobsled just fit. And so went, tried out, and the following year made the national team and just kind of got sucked in ever since.
As a pilot, Humphries steers a sleigh that weighs 750 pounds, at speeds exceeding 130 kilometers per hour. Describing one of the fastest sports on ice takes a little creativity.
It feels like you're in a convertible on a tiny little back alley road going like 130 with limited control and the really tall buildings in the middle of New York right beside you. It's hard to describe. I mean, sometimes I watch the sport on TV. It feels extremely different, and half the time I'm like, I do that? That's what I do? I don't like watching it because it kind of scares me a little bit.
Humphries began as a skier, but switched to bobsleigh at the age of 17 to have a better shot at the Olympics. The switch has unconventional inspiration. Cool Runnings, a movie about the story of the Jamaican bobsled team at the 1988 Calgary Olympics. She first cracked into the sport as a brakesman and attended the 2006 Olympics as an alternate.
It was probably the hardest time for me to have to watch and not be able to live out your dream. That really is still to this day what drives me to be the best and to not take anything for granted. And after 2006, I decided to switch to become a pilot and take destiny into my own hands. Being a pilot, it's different. You're either going to be good at it or not, and you don't really know till you go down. They just kind of push you off, and hopefully you're good or you'll crash every time.
With an Olympic gold and 7 medals in hand from World Championships, Humphries takes on a new challenge at Sochi, defending the gold.
This Olympics is going to be completely different from 2010, and we go into it knowing it's different. I'm in a different role. I'm in more of a leadership position now than I was in 2010. I was an up-and-coming then. You know, now it's a different position, and I got a big target on my back.
Humphries and teammate Heather Moyes go for their second gold, starting on February 18th.